Hello.
Always edit it.
Right, we're here. No, that's the point. It's live now.
No, I mean,
you can't edit it.
The stuff can be edited.
Yes, I know, but this is live now. That's as much as they're getting tonight. Hello, hello, good night, good evening, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good afternoon, good bonjour. I'm slightly late and I apologize. So tonight we're preparing for a weekend of playing games. Now we have played this game before. Right, I'm assuming that you might not have seen previous games. So we're going to learn, it's a big word, learn. You already know lots and lots of things. I'm going to include the link to the game, boom. And if you click on that link, you'll also get instructions for printing or drawing out. Now, for the spinner, we're going to do either a spinner or just use little cards that we're going to make. So I'm going to do that. We're going to prepare tonight for the game. We're going to play one little game, and then we're going to be playing tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, Sunday morning. So tell other people about it if you think the game's useful to you. This is a game that's going to be useful to play just just on a regular basis at home. This is how, and it can be played at different levels. So you can include all your young learners at home in it and just play at different levels, or you can play different levels with different learners, and myself being a learner and yourself being a learner. And it's one of those, it's kind of practice of skills. It's fun. It's a little bit competitive, just a little bit. It doesn't have to be played competitively, and it's enjoyable. And that's what the idea of all these games are. So let's get, now I've got to remember how to, it's like every time I do it, I've got to remember all anew, afresh anew, how to share. And then it's an interesting experience. So I'm afraid I'm going to be absent. Oh, I need to just share, make a watch party. Start a watch party and start maths. I'll just call it maths games. Watch party start. So that's the watch party started, and that hopefully will bring more people in. That's the idea behind doing that. Now I've got to work out.
Make a watch party.
Now you know it's live because you suddenly hear my voice. Here, it's a V for visualizer, V, and a V for visualizer. That's it. Now let's have another go. Be right with you. And if any of you want to volunteer as my producer for this show, please do. But you have to be able to commit to 9 o'clock. Well, you can commit to one slot a week if you want. We'll have lots of different producers, but I do need a regular producer because look how good I am. Oh my goodness, look how, seriously, how good am I? That is totally out of whack there. Hopefully that's a bit, am I going? Yes, you can see the dice there, which you don't need to be able to see. So that's good. That's part of this game. Okay, right now. Oh, now I'm going back down. That wants to be closer to there. I thought it was going the other way. Everything's reversed with this. Everything's reversed, and now I know we're going to move this forward. Technology, gotta love it. Okay, oh, that's better. Right, good. Yes, we're going to make a spinner. For this game, you need either, if you've got what they call it, a D10, which was in my, here it is. I knew I had the dice out for a reason. I have a D10. I now have a D10. And you're into gaming, or you can make a D10. You could be creative and make a D10. It's a decahedron. It's got 10 faces. It looks like a double pyramid, like a gem. It's got 10 faces, and there's 0 to 9 numbers are on the faces. And guess what? That's exactly what we need for this game, 0 to 9. So we've got 3 different ways of making these. I'll put this away later to make the spinner. So we're going to start by making a spinner. Simples. Simply print out the resource that's on the page. I've put the link on. and then you click on the resource for the page 1, 2. How many faces is it going to have? Oh, I'm asking that for kids, right? Not for you. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 faces, and then you glue it onto a bit of cardboard. Now it's important to glue it onto cardboard. I'll go to that in a minute, because I'm not going to glue it right now. It's important to glue it onto a piece of cardboard because you want to be able to stab the center with a pencil, something sharp, and leave that there. And then you're going to get a paper clip. I've got some nice colourful ones so you can see them. Get a paper clip, and wait, maybe I'll get a darker one than that, a red one maybe. Or always a nice green one, that will be nice and visible. Nice green paper clip. And what you're going to do is open it out like so. So you've got a nice loop there. Lift out the pencil, grab that, and it's as simple, bless you, it's as simple as, oh, we do have a producer tonight, by the way, the lovely Yvette. Bless you, Yvette. Thank you. And we've got 0. Okay, so that's how to use the spinner. So print it out, stick it on a piece of card, and you use that, and you've got yourself a spinner if you don't have a D10. And the other options are, you've got numbers on here, which you can just cut out, print out and cut out, and maybe put on card. What I've done is, whenever I get cardboard boxes now, I keep them, especially when I get a white cardboard box that's white back and front. That gets me very excited now, and you better not put it in the recycle, because I use these now. So what I've got is I've made 10 cards, and I've made them, that's kind of not the right way around, is it? That's not the way we count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the back, I've got dots. So if you've got an early years learner who is not sure about their numbers yet, you can simply count the dots. So that's what I've got. So if you want to prepare that, if you've got an early years person or a special needs person in your home, then that's going to be a very useful resource for you. So that's sorted out. Now we're going to play the game. It's spin high, spin low. So I'm going to get I'm just going to turn them, I can't turn them over because that's what the other. I'm going to mix them all up. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to be very, very honest here. And I'm going to close my eyes. Actually, we can play the game here on this sheet instead of doing it on the screen. So where did I put my marker? Yes, misorganized. Let's see if we can do it heavily enough with this. So we're going to play the basic game, which has 4 slots. And the idea is you can choose your destination number. You take it in turns, and you only have these 9 numbers. You take it in turns to just pick a number. So you're going to spin the spinner. You want this number to be as close to 1,000 as possible. So the first person, well, you're not alternating players. What you're doing is everyone can have their own chart. Now you can choose where you all use the same numbers and see who gets closest to 1,000, or you can all pick your own different numbers, and just using that randomly, you'll have different numbers, see who gets closest to 1,000. Well, I'm going to play it so this could be played with a whole class where you all have one number. Well, I'm going to put number 1 there because I want to be as close to 1,000 as I can. Now, so you've got to decide where to put it. So I'm going to choose, I've got my eyes closed, I'm going to choose another number, and it's number 8. Well, if I put it there, that's worth 800. That's not going to be very close to 1,000. 80, I'm going to make it my biggest number. Hopefully it's going to be my biggest number, and I'm going to make it worth 8 units rather than 800 units or 80 units. Right, close my eyes, grab another one. bearing in mind I no longer have a 1, and I know I definitely don't have a 1, so I'm hoping for a 0 or a 2, and I get a 6. So again, I'm going to make that worth 60 rather than 600, because I want to get as close to 1,000 as possible. And one last time, let's see what I've got, a 5. Okay, now that I've got my numbers, there's only one place that can go. Now that I've got my numbers, you can have a chat about, is that the closest number that we could get to 1,000? And that's again where, if you have everyone getting different numbers, then there's a chance that if that's the closest combination, I think it is, I think I've done actually quite well there, luckily, that you can discuss that and see if it is the closest number you can get to 1,000. You can also, if you've all played with different numbers, you can then see, you can all look at each other's and see if you can actually improve the score of each person to see if you could actually get closer to 1,000, or just play many times and to keep revising it. There's many other variations of this game. That's the simple form, is get closest to 1,000. You can use less digits. You can just go with tens and units. You can go with tens of thousands. You can go up to, as high as you like. You can go past 1 million, and it gets more interesting that way because there are many, many more possibilities. But there's also more chances of getting, let's say, the one there's different options, and it can work. You make assumptions, and it can be surprising what results you get, and it's all good. So that's the game. That's the essential game. We're going to play different variations of it tomorrow morning at 9. 10 o'clock we'll do a session for early years, and then let me just bring this back to me. Stop sharing. Hello. 10 o'clock for early years tomorrow morning. That's 10 o'clock London time. Then 8 p.m. we'll play the game, a different variation of it. Monday? Skip today. Sunday, 9 o'clock in the morning London time. Another variation. 10 o'clock I'm going to do a little show, as I do every Sunday, 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. It'll involve soap bubbles and involve balloons, and I will do my best to, I'm not sure I'll find a way of integrating this game, but I might integrate something that we've done during the week. In fact, I will integrate something we've done during the week, because there's some options that we've done that lend themselves. No, did I? Did I? Did I? Did I?
Yes.
I'm going to have to review the footage. I do not use that word, TRY. If I used it, I'm going to have to watch this over now. Oh dear, I'm in trouble now, everybody. Oh no, okay, you've got to catch me out. If I use that word, then I do need you to let me know, because I don't like using that word. It's do or do not. There is no TRY. Yoda's very wise. So, right, I'm going to have a quick look. Oh yes, if you are on YouTube, please do go to YouTube and subscribe to the Bubbly Maths YouTube channel, where we upload all these videos, and the Maths Toys YouTube channel, where we make less impromptu videos, more edited videos, and carefully scripted videos, more or less, for every single activity eventually on the Aiming High website, which is the resource pages for, or the activity pages for AIMSEC, who do a really important job. There are thousands upon thousands of teachers in Africa who have chosen the difficult and challenging career of teaching children in rural and disadvantaged areas, and they don't have much in the way of resources, and they don't get much in the way of training or professional development. And AIMSEC provides that for them, specifically in mathematics. It's a high quality, and all their resources are low threshold, high ceiling, which means that they can be enjoyed by the low attainers who can be stretched by it, and equally by the high attainers who can be stretched by it. And the low attainers can, if you keep playing it, can being stretched every time you play, and it's still of interest and edifying for the higher attainers. So all the resources on the Aiming High website are written along those lines. And what's been happening over the last few weeks is that home education, home learning guides have been added. So it is my quest now to create videos for every single home learning guide. And I'm doing these lives based on those home learning guides as well. So you can support AIMSEC. We will be doing fundraisers for them. So brace yourselves, because those fundraisers are coming. And what the fundraisers are for is so that this for the bursaries for more teachers to attend the courses, to enable more young learners in disadvantaged and rural communities to have a better chance of helping themselves out of poverty through education. So that's that. And then there's the AIMSEC Facebook page as well, which is where you can go if you want some brain gym, just a little mathematical moment. The AIMSEC Facebook page is a great place to go, and there's little memes all through the group as well. Tell people about the group. If you love the group, please do share these lives and tell people about the group. Put a little post on your Facebook just to let them know if this group is helping you and how it's helping you and how it would be beneficial to them. Thank you very much. I'm going to go and check let's see who's come to join us tonight. Martin D'Souza, oh my goodness, in India. Hello, how are you, Martin? Noel Jackson. Okay, he's a polymath, basically, best way I can describe him. And every time I see his name, I'm like, okay, I hope he likes what I'm doing. But now this is in England, in the northeast of England, in Newcastle upon Tyne, there's a wonderful museum called Life. And one of the things that Noel has done is he's created some really rich activities in maths in that museum. So it's definitely worth a visit if you're in the Newcastle upon Tyne area when everything's opened up. So that's highly recommended. Henrik Robinson, hello, thanks for joining us again. Eddie, so always good to see you. And Loudest, thank you for joining us. See you at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and all on the replays. We're always pleased to see you. Thank you, and have a great evening, morning, afternoon, night. Take care.